Hello, everyone. I know it's been a hot minute. Life has been crazy, but I am coming back with another little crafty video. This time making some fun little Halloween bingo cards. So let's get into it. I picked up these not bingo. I have these vintage bingo cards, and these, greeting cards are Hallmark, but I got them at the Dollar Tree. And they're actually really nice cards. I mean, they're made by Hallmark, so they're nice. But these were just screaming vintage vibes. And so we are going to cut what I want to put on the card. So, I am what you call, if you've heard of fussy cutting but didn't really understand what it was, this is fussy cutting, where you are fussing your way around an image and cutting it out. So I'm fussy cutting the kitty cat and the pumpkins, and I'm going to use some other parts of the card, the wordage from the card, and we're going to create a little vignette of ephemera on the vintage bingo card. These are really simple to do, and there's no rules here. It's whatever makes your heart happy. And I love making little paper collages, and you know what it brings me back to? It brings me back to, I went to high school in the 90s, so it just brings me back to like creating your own little photo collage of your friends on your binder to show off. Like this just brings me home. It brings me to my youth every time. So I really love doing this. So I'm not using anything special today. Sometimes I use my glitter glue for these, but I just have this Craft Bond by Elmer's glue stick. It's a glorified glue stick. It's a little bit more tacky than a glue stick, but a regular glue stick will be fine, or whatever adhesive. You could even just use double-sided tape if you want. I just find that I like all my edges down, so I just find that using a glue stick or this Craft Bond or the glitter glue brand works best for these kind of thicker papers than the double stick. So these can be used for anything. I typically will just put them in a flower frog and let them stick up in a flower frog. But they can be framed, they can be hung, they can be put in your junk journals if you're a junk journaler. Hey-o, junk journaler here. They can be put anywhere. So I'm doing the distressing ink with the Tim Holtz vintage photo color here around all the edges, because we want a little touch of age to this. So this just gives an aged look to the paper, like this has been sitting around forever. So the only vintage piece here is the bingo cards. They're from the 80s or something, 70s or 80s. I love picking these up because this is my favorite thing to do with them. So I have this die cut, square die cut that I picked up at a Goodwill, I think. I often find, people dump their crafts at the thrift store, so I almost never buy new crafting stuff like this, at least, like punches and stuff like that, because you can find them at the thrift store secondhand. And otherwise, they can be upwards of like $15 to sometimes $30, depending on the die cut. So I just bank on the fact that someone's going to donate their craft hoard and I can pick it up at the thrift store. So I'm distressing this as well. And as you saw, I cut out that happy Halloween. And I'm not afraid to cover up most of the bingo card. It's a background. It's not the main focus. The main focus is the cat and the pumpkin. So, I've cut out, also used the same die cut on the envelope that came, because I picked up the envelopes as well, because, I can use every part of this. And I used the same die cut square and cut those out, and then I'm distressing those as well with the same distressing ink. But yes, so the bingo card is just a background. So, with the numbers peeking through and the letters may or may not. So I'm just arranging these around, to see what works, how it's going to lay out, how I want it to fit on there, and just playing around with it. So, like I said before, it's just seeing what works, what you like, what you don't like, what speaks to you, what doesn't speak to you, and just arranging it however you want. And I love doing these. They're so much fun to me, and they're easy. These are quick and easy. Like, I think this card took me maybe 10 minutes to put together. It's very fast. I have this roll of stickers. I think these came from Temu, in different color waves. So this is the green. And I'm just, saw there was a 31 in there. And so I'm cutting around. I don't have a little die cut, and it's a sticker, so it would stick in there too. And I'm distressing that as well. And I'm just going to stick it on that little orange diamond. And that's all she wrote. That's pretty much it. Just a cute little Halloween card to display or put in your junk journal. So we have our other cards, the other card I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to do pretty much very similar to the first card. Cut it out, and then cut the corners off to use that as a little embellishment. Because you can see, well, you might not be able to see actually, the pattern on there. It's like almost embossed. It's raised. And same with the previous card, like some of the fur on the cat was embossed and raised. And so it was like a nice little touch for something that's from the Dollar Tree that didn't have to have that kind of detail. So I really liked that these had that detail. And this is kind of a nice little like cream colored card. So it's got a nice little contrast. So pretty much doing the same thing and distressing, adding ink, the distress ink sporadically. Like this is a card that's been sitting in a folder somewhere in someone's attic or basement that they've unearthed, so I'm just having fun with it. So I'll sit back and I'll shut up for a little bit and let you guys just watch the process. Okay, so these are the finished product. They look so cute together. And I just wanted to show you guys that I have off camera made some other, not necessarily Halloween theme, but kind of give that spooky vibe still, that Victorian. And then I made this witches one, which I'm obsessed with. All of these are listed in my Etsy shop. So if they're not already gone when you're seeing these, click the link in the description box below. These are all available. I also off camera, sometimes I just wasn't in a filming mood. I apologize, but I made this little like diorama with this old pill case, put a little old photo in there and some dried flowers. And then I had this table. I'll put a link for the hutch that I made that's similar to this. I stained this table, added the macrame beads as vases and flowers. This is also listed in my Etsy. You can put little tchotchkes on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys on the next one. But until then, have fun crafting. And I would love to see your guys' creations. You can always DM me on Instagram or tag me. Bye.